The Dolphins will be replacing Jalen Ramsey with presumably draft picks if and when the trade is done. Somebody asked me earlier today, I was on the Score in Chicago, if and when a Ramsey trade will happen. And because the news first came out middle of April that the Dolphins were going to move on from Ramsey, even though they made him the highest paid player at his position, September of last year. 7 months later, it's a mutual parting of the ways. I thought a deal would be done right after June 1. That's when the cap hit can be spread over 2 years. It didn't happen. Here we are at June 18. It hasn't happened. I assume that something's going to happen right around the time training camp opens, but who knows? And it dawned on me when I was thinking about this. In 2021, Deshaun Watson sat out the entire season. And it wasn't because he wanted to. It wasn't because the Texans wanted him to. They were trying to trade him. And coincidentally, he was almost traded to the Dolphins. Right around Labor Day weekend, there was strong buzz that a deal was going to get done that would have sent Watson to Miami. It didn't happen. Close to the trade deadline, it kind of kicked up again. It didn't happen. The Texans ended up paying Deshaun Watson not to play at all in 2021. Could we have that happen with Jalen Ramsey and the Dolphins? It would be a 1 week at a time thing. But week 1, week 2, not traded, doesn't play, gets paid. Week 3, week 4, week 5, doesn't play, gets paid. No trade. Right up until the Tuesday after week 9. And then if it doesn't happen then, he gets paid more than $20 million on top of the $4 million he's already gotten from the Dolphins to not play. And what the Dolphins have to decide is how much of his contract are they willing to pay to get whatever they want for him. And the more the Dolphins pay of that $20 million, the more that they'll get. Now, if they end up de facto paying that money by keeping him into the season, that becomes a factor because the new team doesn't get full value for him this year. The best thing to do is reach a deal before training camp. The problem is if the Dolphins don't have multiple teams trying to get Ramsey, where's their leverage? Your best leverage, and I've said this time and again, but it bears repeating, as it relates to anything that you are trying to sell or trade, your best leverage is, I'm good, I'll keep it. Oh, you only want to pay me $50,000 for my car? I'll keep it. I'll keep it. No, I'm fine. I'll keep it. I don't have to trade it to you. I'll keep it. The Dolphins don't have that option. And I don't know that they would have been able to finagle the sense that they're trying to keep or willing to keep Jalen Ramsey, but that ship has sailed. He said his goodbyes on social media. He wasn't there for mandatory minicamp. I'd be stunned if he's at training camp. I think they'll pay him to stay away. Now, maybe they'll let him come to training camp and have his own workout schedule and not really be around the team. Now, he has to be on board with that. If he wants to be there at practice, if he thinks that puts pressure on the Dolphins to make a trade, he could say, I want to be there for everything. I want to play. I will be here until you get rid of me, if he thinks that will expedite the process. But he's got the same agent as Deshaun Watson. We saw what happened in 21. The players stayed away. The team was fine with it, and they went through a whole season of Deshaun Watson being on the team but not getting paid. That can happen with Jalen Ramsey. Watch, he'll be traded today. That's probably how it goes. All I'm saying is this is what could happen. And the fact that we're 18 days into June, it has to be on our radar screen at this point that maybe the Dolphins won't be able to get the trade they want, and maybe they'll have to carry him into the regular season. And once that happens, who knows how long he'll be there in 2025. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.